I'm back again at the Rouleur Classic Show for even more hot tech, because there's just so much cool stuff on display at this show that, well, we had to make another video to show you more of it. Like, stuff that's even cooler than these sunglasses. These sunglasses are almost big enough for Cy Richardson. Anyway, let's go find some cool tech. Do you like aero, lightweight, and are a millionaire? Well, if the answer to all those questions is yes, then, well, lightweight is for you. The German brand make incredibly fine, incredibly lightweight carbon components in Germany, but they're also very, very expensive. And their new handlebar, which is called the HPC, which stands for High Performance Cockpit, is no exception. So this thing is incredible. They're hoping that it's going to be available for purchase next year. But this is an aero bar like nothing I've ever seen. Firstly, because when you pick it up, it's so light. This thing is nuts. Just 270 grams. And it's light because they're just experts in carbon fiber composite manufacturing. But they've also tried to make this super, super strong. And part of the reason why it's so expensive, and I'll tell you the price in a minute, is because it isn't constructed like any other carbon monocoque bar or cockpit you've ever seen before. It's a much more involved process. It's made in Germany, but also most bars are molded in a single piece. This has a multiple stage sort of production whereby it's made in several steps, and it actually has a very complicated sort of ribbed internal structure to generate a lot more strength to weight. Pretty cool. But if you want one of these bars, which I kind of do, because they've properly aero tested it, they say, and everything, I think it's going to be £1,800. Better start saving. Over on the Canyon stand, and there's some seriously cool stuff to show you here. So, firstly, we've got Kasia Nieuwedomer's bike in yellow for winning the Tour de France Femme. They've got a couple of stock paint jobs here, but gee willikers, they're incredible. Look at this one with the mirrored Canyon logo on it, and then this beautiful sort of satin colour and the little rainbow on it. It's absolutely beautiful. The Alpecin de Koenig bike with the sort of denim-y sort of purple on there. I absolutely love it. But this one is really unique. So this is Alec Briggs, who you may have seen on GCN before. He's been in several videos. Bike from his team, Techers. And the colour on this one, the paint job on this bike, is actually inspired by British touring car, the classic, iconic Volvo 850 that was driven by Jan Lammers and Rickard Rydell back in the 90s. So it was an estate car that was driven. Alec loves this car, I love this car, and so the paint job here is inspired from that Q8 livery that was on that car. And look at these lightweight rims he's got on here. They actually have got like a mirror effect on them, and then gold spokes and hubs. I've never seen anything like this at all on all of the bikes I've seen. It's the most ridiculously bling thing ever, but I absolutely love it. It's really cool. And he's got his little Techers T-Rex on the head tube there. I think this bike is really, really special. I really like it. Yeah, this 850 is not a quick scale electric car. Get a drift on round the corner. I'm over on the Wahoo stand because they've got a plentiful supply of mineral waters. This is Theo Geoghegan Hart's TT bike. Cheers, Theo. And what's amazing about this is it's got a whopping chainring on it. That is a 68 tooth. Look at the size of it. And it's a special one that Sram have made. I've not seen these commercially available, but that is a thing of beauty, isn't it? Look at that. I like that a lot. Very cool. But that's not all. Interestingly, they've got Mads Pedersen's TT bike over there. His chainring is smaller. But what's really cool is the guys from Wahoo have told me that most of the riders warm up on kickers. However, Max Pedersen, Mads prefers the roller, just prefers the feel of it. So he always requests to use the kicker roller, and so they've got his bike set up on that to show that. Pretty interesting, pretty cool. I'm going to go find some more hot tech. Cannondale have got some cool bikes here, but this one is the coolest. This is Richard Carapaz's actual bike from the Tour de France this year. that he rode on the final stages. So it's got the Pois Rouge, the polka dots on it. And it's, well, interesting fact about this bike was that in the final time trial, he actually rode this very bike, this exact one. It didn't use a time trial bike, can't be bothered, wasn't going to win the time trial, didn't care. Had this fancy custom bike done, wanted to show it off, didn't he? So he rode this. And, well, I absolutely love it. Lab 71 Super 6, just proper cool bike. And my other favourite feature about this bike, I've said it before, the fact that it's got a threaded bottom bracket. Can't beat it. Over on the Rule 28 stand, I've got some clothing tech for you. I'm just going to put down my mineral water receptacle. Now, Rule 28, famous, started out making aero socks. There's some of them there. But they've also got their aero bras here. So, I'm a big fan of an aero bra. This is their standard aero bra. This is their high-speed aero bra for sprinters. It's kind of got a different texture on the sleeves, and they've got a new aero base layer, right? Check this out. It's got a mineral water receptacle pouch in the front of it, because, well, people found that when you test this in a wind tunnel, it's faster if you have a water bottle down your front. But that's UCI illegal because it's a fairing. But this is kind of like getting around potentially the UCI rules by creating a pocket for it, which kind of makes it just like a pocket on the back of your jersey, technically. So you're just carrying it because you might want to drink from it later. So, I don't know. It's probably legal until the UCI decide to ban it. Anyway, some interesting skin suit tech over here. So they've got a few skin suits going on here, but now, again, the UCI banned skin suits that had textured surfaces on, and that's why the aero bra came about. They've now brought out a skin suit, which I've got here, which has a dual layer fabric in it. So it's effectively kind of got the aero bra sort of built in to help reduce drag, which is crazy that this is what it's come to because of the UCI rules, but that's where we're at. This skin suit is pretty interesting as well. You may not have seen this before. This is a skin suit or a race suit designed for gravel riding, and as a result, they've actually put a special pouch in the back of it that you can fit a bladder into so that you can drink while you're on the go. And it keeps the bladder in this nice pouch that just makes it a bit more aerodynamic compared to having a sort of hydration camelback sort of rucksack on your back. Cool. Nice. Over on the Sram stand, and there is a seriously cool bike. This is Lael Wilcox's bike that she used to ride around the world and break the record for riding around the world. And it's amazing because it's still covered in dirt, which I'm guessing is from all around the world. Really amazing. So it's a specialised Roubaix, so it's got the future shock system in there, comfort, important around the world. But there's loads of cool stuff here about her setup, which from a tech perspective, I'm just nerding out on. Really interested in the choices that you would make for a bike to break the round the world record. So, not an S-Works frame, just the normal specialised one. It's got Zip 303s on it, but she's gone for really wide, massive, chunky Roubaix tyres. Not a fast rolling tyre, but they've got loads of puncture protection. You know, they're the Roubaix tyre, and they're really wide. Let me see how wide they are. 30s, yeah, 30 millimeters, big boys, and set up tubeless. Other cool things, we've got a 3D printed saddle. That's a specialized body geometry one, but it's got the TI rail on it, not a carbon rail. Alloy rails can be a bit more comfortable. Comfort is important. We've got the tri-bars up here for that added riding position, something crucial when you're doing ultra endurance stuff, to be able to mix it up with the tri-bars and the drops. And also dynamo hub on the front of this wheel. So this isn't an ordinary Zip 303. It's one that's been specially made for this with a dynamo hub in it. Absolutely love that. And that's connected to the light at the front, so she can charge her devices and keep a light going as she goes. Bloomin' love this bike, proper cool. But that's not the only cool thing on the Sram stand. They've also got the bike over here of Gravel Jesus. This is unbelievably cool. So this is the exact bike that Gravel Jesus, aka Valtteri Bottas, used in the video that you may have seen at the Gravel World Champs racing against Sai. and it's got all the dirt on it from the Gravel World Champs, all this mud, and also snot and whatever else he deposited on this bike is still all there. It's not been washed. Amazing, including this curious bit of tape that Gravel Jesus has left on his bike there. What a beautiful bike though. I mean, jokes aside, the paint job on this Canyon Grail is absolutely stunning. It's all completely custom with like finger marks sort of paint job sort of on it here, and then this like splatter effect on the Zip 303 Explore wheels. Absolutely love it, and fully decked out in SRAM with, well, the new red group set on here. Beautiful. One buy. This is a very special bike. It's Mark Cavendish's bike that he scored 35 stage wins on at the Tour de France this year. So it's his Willier Volante SLR, and it looks absolutely mega. Like, it's got this incredible paint job on it that goes to the bare carbon at the back, which is going to keep the weight down, and then just paint faded in with this splatter into like rainbow colours at the front. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. It's then got the special edition Vision Metron wheels that are also colour matched with the graphics on them with the Astana livery. This is such a cool bike, and there's loads of other cool details on it that I'm just going to quickly run you through. So 3D printed mount for his number, keep the weight down. The chain rings are really curious. So there's a lot been written about this. It's good to see it up front. So he's running 12-speed Shimano Jura Ace power meter, but he's got the previous generation 11-speed chain rings on there, but they're not standard ones. He's got 5542 chain rings on there. And as I said, they're the 11-speed ones. Really quite intriguing how they've sort of fitted those on. And yeah, weird little detail, something that he prefers, but we're not sure why. That's paired with an 1134 cassette on the back, so a massive range from 55 on the front, 34 on the back, loads of gears going on there. You can also see they fitted there's a ceramic bottom bracket in there as well, all the gains. Other curious details and things that I love, the Vision Metron 5D cockpit on Cav's bike, custom painted to match the rest of the frame. I love how it blends through. If you're interested in the dimensions, wider than what a lot of pros go for now, so 40 wide bar and a 130 stem. So probably narrower than what he started his career on, but still wide by modern standards. The saddle as well from Pro Logo is interesting. It's got TI rail on it, so not a carbon rail on there. So that's, yeah, maybe a comfort thing. Yeah, cool. That's unfortunately all we've got time for at the show. I hope you've enjoyed this look, and also let us know what has been your favourite piece of tech that we've shown. This, by the way, is Lachlan Morton's helmet that he used when he just broke the round the world record. Another round the world record in this video. A bit of a theme at the moment. But this is his exact helmet. It's actually faded in the Australian sun, and he's modified it with some reflective tape on the back for extra visibility, and he's not washed it. Yeah, he's definitely not washed it since he used it. There you go. And on that smelly helmet, let's end the video. Love you. Bye.